you feel that unexplainable knowing, that quiet voice inside you that keeps saying, no, there is more here than what is being shown. It is not foolish, it is not fantasy, it is not your heart making stories out of emptiness. Your intuition is not lying to you, because the energy surrounding this person feels much deeper than their actions may have revealed. What lives in them may be far more intense, far more tender, and far more consuming than you have allowed yourself to fully believe. This reading does not begin with small feelings, it begins with hidden depth, hidden love. Hidden emotional truth. The first card appearing here is the High Priestess. This is such an important opening because the High Priestess is the card of inner knowing, unspoken truth, the things that are real even before they are confirmed out loud. So when this card appears at the very beginning, it says your intuition has been picking up on something genuine. You may have sensed that this person feels more than they admit, more than they show. The High Priestess says the connection may be speaking in silence as much as in words. There may be glances that say too much, pauses that feel full, moments where the energy between you seems to carry a message neither of you has fully named yet. This card is the universe saying, trust what your soul has already noticed. The next card appearing here is the King of Cups, and now the reading becomes even clearer because the King of Cups is deep feeling kept under control. It is emotion with great depth, but not always great expression. This person may love in a contained way, a careful way, a way that does not always announce itself loudly even when the heart is overflowing underneath. This card often shows someone whose feelings are much more powerful than people realize. This person may carry you quietly, think about you privately, feel deeply, and still say far less than their heart is actually living through. The next card appearing here is the Moon. This confirms hidden emotion again. The Moon says, not everything is visible yet. There are feelings here that may still be wrapped in fear, uncertainty, or emotional secrecy. This person may not be ready to expose the full truth of what they feel, even to themselves. But the Moon does not erase love. It only covers it for a while. Sometimes people love most deeply in the places they cannot yet explain clearly. Sometimes the heart knows before the voice does. Sometimes the body knows before the mind accepts it. That may be what is happening here. The next card appearing here is the Six of Cups. This is tenderness, emotional memory. The feeling that someone lives in the heart with a kind of sweetness that does not fade. This person may carry moments with you like little treasures. Small things that seemed simple at the time may now feel important to them. The sound of your laughter, a message, a look. The Six of Cups says your presence may have touched something soft in them, something they did not expect to be affected so deeply, and once that softness is awakened, it is very hard to forget. The next card appearing here is the Lovers. Now the message becomes impossible to reduce, because this is not shallow affection. It is not temporary fascination. It is not a passing emotional curiosity. The Lovers is deep connection, emotional recognition. A bond that matters. This person may feel on some level that what exists between you is significant, that it is not random, that it is not easy to replace. The feelings here may be carrying real emotional meaning. The final card appearing here is the Ace of Cups, and this is the blessing over the entire message. Because the Ace of Cups is the heart overflowing. It is love rising, love becoming too full to stay hidden forever. So even if this person has not said everything yet, the cards say the feeling itself is alive, growing, real. It wants expression. It wants honesty. It wants to stop hiding behind silence and become something that can actually be received. So the message of this reading is very clear. Your intuition is not lying to you. This person may love you far more than you can currently measure with the outer eye. Their feelings may be deeper than their actions, bigger than their words. Because some hearts do not love loudly at first. They love deeply first. And this person may already be carrying far more love for you than you have let yourself imagine. There's one more thing here. Part of why your intuition keeps speaking may be because your soul can feel what this person has not yet fully revealed. You may be sensing the love beneath the hesitation, the devotion beneath the quiet, the emotional truth beneath the mask. A softer revelation unfolds here, and it feels like the heart is beginning to glow from the inside out, even if the outside has still been quiet. Because the cards are no longer only saying, yes, They feel something. They are saying what they feel may be far bigger than you have allowed yourself to believe. The first card appearing here is the Two of Cups. This card is sacred in a love reading because it speaks of recognition, not one-sided longing, not imagined closeness, recognition. The kind that happens when one soul feels the presence of another in a way that lingers. So this person may not only care for you, they may feel emotionally met by you, seen by you, touched by you in a place that does not open easily. That kind of connection can make a person very quiet because it matters too much to treat casually. The next card appearing here is the Hermit. This tells me they may be carrying all of this inwardly, thinking, reflecting, turning over every small detail in their own private emotional world. The Hermit is not distance without feeling. It is feeling that has gone inward to become deeper. So even if you have not received loud confirmation yet, the cards suggest this person has been sitting with their truth for longer than you know, and the truth may keep returning in the same form. You matter to me more than I can explain. The next card appearing here is the Nine of Cups. This is beautiful because it says your energy still creates emotional sweetness in them. When they think about you, something soft may happen in their spirit. They may smile unexpectedly, feel warmth unexpectedly, remember you in moments that should have been ordinary and suddenly do not feel ordinary anymore. The Nine of Cups says your presence has become tied to emotional pleasure in their heart. That matters. Because people do not carry that kind of warmth for someone who means little to them. The next card appearing here is the Eight of Swords. Now we see the struggle this person may feel deeply but not know how to move cleanly with what they feel. They may overthink, second guess, imagine outcomes, stop themselves, start again internally. So yes, the love may be there, but it may still be wrapped in hesitation, not because it is weak, because it is strong enough to feel risky. The stronger the truth, the harder it can be for some people to reveal it. The next card appearing here is the Star, and this card changes everything with one very gentle message. Hope is still alive here. They may still hope for closeness, hope for healing. Hope for a future where what they feel no longer has to stay hidden in fragments and guesses. The Star says that when they imagine you, there may be more than longing. There may also be peace, a sense that your energy feels healing to them, almost like the heart breathes differently around the idea of you. The next card appearing here is the King of Pentacles. Now the reading becomes even stronger because this says their feelings may not only be emotional, they may be becoming serious, grounded, more committed in nature than you realize. The King of Pentacles is not passing affection. It is the energy of someone who could imagine building something lasting if they allowed themselves to be fully honest. So when your intuition keeps whispering that there is more here, it may be because there is more depth, more seriousness, more love. The final card appearing here is the Ace of Cups. And again, this card confirms the same truth in the most beautiful way possible. The feeling is alive, growing, overflowing, becoming harder to contain. So the message of this part is very clear. Your intuition is not lying to you. This person may love you in a way that has not been fully spoken yet, but is already living very strongly inside them. They may think of you more than you know, feel moved by you more than they show, carry hope, longing, tenderness, and emotional truth that has not yet been translated into clean language. There is one more layer here too. Part of why this feels so intense is that your intuition may not only be sensing their love, it may be sensing the pressure of that love. The fact that it is becoming too large to stay hidden forever. The fact that the heart can only keep this much truth in silence for so long before it begins asking for expression. That is why the energy feels alive. Not because you are imagining it, because something real is already unfolding beneath the surface, and your soul has been hearing it before the outer world could confirm it. And even now, while they may seem careful, unreadable, or slower than your heart wishes, the cards say the feeling is not shrinking. It is deepening quietly, faithfully, powerfully. So if your spirit keeps nudging you toward the same truth, honor that nudge. It may be the earliest sign that love is already gathering courage behind the scenes. And it feels like the love is no longer living only in hidden corners. It is beginning to reveal itself through consistency of feeling, through the way your energy stays with them, through the way their heart keeps returning to the same place. again and again and again. The first card appearing here is the Six of Swords. This card says they may be trying to appear composed on the outside, but internally they are still carrying you with them. The Six of Swords is movement, yes, but it is not clean detachment in this reading. It feels more like someone attempting to move through life while still bringing the emotional weight of this bond into every next moment. So even if they have tried to focus elsewhere, part of them may still be crossing every emotional bridge with your name quietly present in the background. The next card appearing here is the Queen of Cups. This is tenderness, depth, soft emotional truth. The Queen of Cups says their feelings may be much gentler, much more devoted than they have let you see. This person may think about your heart, your sensitivity, the way your energy feels. They may hold you with more emotional care inside themselves than they know how to display outwardly. And when someone carries another person this softly in their heart, it is very rarely casual. The next card appearing here is the Devil. And yes, this card says the connection may also consume them at times. You may appear in their thoughts unexpectedly, vividly, almost obsessively. They may try to shake you off mentally and find themselves circling back again, not because the feeling is dark by itself, but because it is strong enough to become difficult to ignore. The Devil here feels like emotional fixation. The kind that keeps a person mentally tied to someone even when they tell themselves they should calm down. The next card appearing here is the Four of Pentacles. This confirms they are holding on quietly, tightly. Privately, they may not be announcing their love, but they are not releasing it either. The Four of Pentacles says there is still an inner grip around what they feel for you, around what you mean to them, around the possibility of what this connection could still become. And that grip says a lot because people do not hold this tightly to something that means nothing. The next card appearing here is the Page of Cups. Now the reading grows even sweeter because this card shows that part of them may want to express what they feel, but gently, carefully, almost shyly. The Page of Cups is the heart trying to peek out from behind the wall. So even if they have not made a bold declaration, there may be small openings, soft moments, or subtle emotional hints that reveal the truth in pieces. This card says the love wants expression, even if it is still learning how to speak. The next card appearing here is the Sunday. This is beautiful because it says your energy still brings light into them. Real warmth, real joy. When they think about you, something in them may brighten, something may soften, something may remember what emotional aliveness feels like. The Sunday says your intuition may keep speaking because on a soul level, it can feel that this person's emotions are not cold, they are lit. The final card appearing here is the Ten of Cups. And this is the great confirmation. Because the Ten of Cups is not small love, it is fullness, emotional wholeness. The image of a heart that can actually imagine deep happiness with another person. So the message of this part becomes very clear. This person may love you far more completely than you have. Let yourself believe, not only with attraction, not only with passing affection, but with emotional depth, with tenderness, with mental fixation, and with a sense that your energy belongs somewhere meaningful in their inner world. There's one more layer here too. Part of why your intuition may feel so persistent is that love at this level creates an energetic signal. Even when words are missing, even when timing is strange, even when a person is slow to reveal themselves, real love leaves a pattern in the air. It repeats, it returns, it nudges, and your soul may be reading that pattern correctly. So if you keep hearing the whisper, if you keep feeling the pull, if you keep sensing that what lives in them is larger than what is visible, trust that, because the cards say the feeling has roots now, and roots do not disappear just because the surface stays quiet for a while. They remain. They deepen, they wait for light. And this love, whether spoken yet or not, may already be doing exactly that inside them, and what feels hidden now may not stay hidden forever. A heart can guard truth only so long before truth begins shining through the cracks. This may be a season where love starts. Gentler certainty arrives here, and this part of the reading feels like the heart is no longer only feeling love. It is beginning to understand what that love means. Because there is a difference between being emotionally affected by someone and realizing that they have quietly become part of your inner world in a way that cannot be easily removed. That is what the cards are showing now. The first card appearing here is the Two of Cups. This card says the connection is not living in them as something random. It lives there as recognition, as resonance, as the feeling that your spirit touched something in theirs and left an imprint. The Two of Cups is not loud infatuation. It is emotional meeting. The sense that another person belongs somewhere real in the heart. So if your intuition keeps telling you that their feelings are deeper than they show, this card says your intuition may be seeing the truth before the outer world catches up. The next card appearing here is the Knight of Pentacles. This is important because it says their love may move more slowly than your hope wants, but slow does not mean small. The Knight of Pentacles is careful feeling, deliberate devotion. A person who may not speak until they feel the truth has roots strong enough to stand on. So even if they have not rushed in with words, the cards suggest that what they feel is not unstable. It may actually be growing in a quieter, steadier way. Because some hearts love in thunder and some hearts love in deep earth, this one may be the second. The next card appearing here is the Moon. And yes, this tells us there is still hidden emotion, still fear, still inner complexity. They may not fully know how to speak what they feel without feeling exposed. They may not trust timing. They may not trust themselves to reveal so much at once. But the Moon does not say the love is absent. It says the love is wrapped in mystery, sensitivity, and inner tides that do not always rise in public. So if they seem hard to read, it may be because their love lies in deeper water than they know how to navigate easily. The next card appearing here is the Page of Pentacles. This says something inside them may already be thinking about how to make the bond more real. The Page of Pentacles is small but sincere movement. The kind that begins with one careful gesture, one thoughtful opening, one steady little offering that says, this matters enough that I want to handle it properly. So they may not only be feeling, they may be preparing quietly, carefully, but truly. The next card appearing here is the Star. This is beautiful because it says hope is part of their love for you, not fantasy in an empty sense, hope in a healing sense. The Star says that when they think about you, they may feel something pure, a wish, a light, a sense that this connection means something more than ordinary attraction ever could. And when someone begins associating another person with emotional relief, clarity, and healing, love often grows faster than they expect. The next card appearing here is the Four of Wands. This changes the reading in a sweet way because it says this person may not only love you in abstract feeling, they may imagine happiness with you, shared space, joy. The ease of being together in a way that feels natural and whole. The Four of Wands carries reunion energy, home energy, and the simple beauty of love that wants a real place to stand. So if your spirit keeps sensing something bigger, it may be sensing that this person does not only feel drawn to you, they may feel called towards you. The final card appearing here is the Ace of Cups. And this is the overflowing heart again. The feeling is alive. The love is rising. So the message of this part becomes clear. It is reading something real. This person may be loving you much more profoundly than they are able to explain right now. Their heart may already know your value, your softness, your meaning. Their emotions may already be gathering around you in a way that is no longer temporary, no longer casual, no longer easy for them to dismiss. There is one more layer here too. Part of what may make this love feel so hard for them to reveal is that it changes the shape of things inside them. It asks for honesty. It asks for vulnerability. It asks them to stop calling something small when it is clearly moving through them in a life-altering way. So if you have been sensing depth while seeing restraint, if you have been feeling love while watching silence, if you have been torn between trust and doubt. The cards say trust your deeper knowing. Because this bond may already be growing roots in them that are stronger than fear, even if fear still slows the bloom. And once a love grows roots that deep, it rarely stays hidden forever. It begins pressing upward, asking for light, asking for voice, asking to be known. And this part of the reading feels like the moment where hidden love stops feeling like a question and starts feeling like a fact your spirit has been sensing all along. because there comes a point where intuition no longer whispers by accident. It keeps returning because the feeling on the other side is real, steady, and stronger than what is being shown on the surface. The first card appearing here is the King of Cups. This card says their heart is not shallow with you, it is deep, contained, and far more emotional than they may let anyone see. The King of Cups often loves quietly, but with incredible depth. So this person may be carrying devotion in silence, tenderness in silence, longing in silence, all while appearing more composed than they truly are. That matters, because quiet love is still love, hidden love is still love. Carefully managed love can still be enormous inside. The next card appearing here is the Six of Cups. This card says your energy still lives warmly in them. They may remember small details, simple moments, and pieces of you that should have faded by now, but did not. The Six of Cups is emotional imprint. It is the sign that someone has entered the softest rooms of the heart and remained there. So if you keep feeling that they have not forgotten, that they have not moved on in the simple way people pretend to, this card says your intuition may be touching something true. The next card appearing here is the Ace of Pentacles. Now the feeling becomes more grounded because this says the love is not only emotional fog drifting around inside them, it may be turning into something they want to make real. Something they want to hold, build, protect, or step toward with more honesty than before. The Ace of Pentacles is the seed of reality, so even if the emotions began in silence, they may not be satisfied staying there forever. The next card appearing here is the Devil. And this confirms again that their love may have an obsessive quality to it. Not only in desire, but in focus, they may keep returning to you mentally, replaying the bond, wondering what you feel, feeling pulled toward your energy in moments when they should be thinking about something else. The Devil here says your presence may have gotten under their skin in a way they cannot easily shake. The next card appearing here is Temperance. This is beautiful because it softens the whole picture. It says that beneath the intensity, they may also experience you as peace, as healing, as emotional balance. That combination is powerful because when someone feels both deep pull and deep calm with the same person, the bond becomes very hard to dismiss. They may not only want you, they may feel restored by you in ways they have not been able to name clearly. The next card appearing here is the Ten of Cups. And this is the card that says the heart may already be imagining a larger love than you know, happiness, emotional fullness. Shared peace, the kind of connection that does not only touch the moment, but the future. So if you have been sensing that their feelings are greater than their behavior, this card says yes. They may be carrying a whole emotional picture inside them that they have not yet fully revealed to you. The final card appearing here is the Sunday. This is the confirmation card, the clear card, the one that says the truth is simple, even if the path to revealing it has been complicated. They love you more than you can imagine, maybe not in the exact language you expected yet, maybe not with the perfect timing yet, maybe not with all the courage the heart will eventually need, but the feeling itself is real, warm living, growing brighter inside them. So the message of this part becomes very clear. Your intuition is not lying to you. It is picking up on a love that has been stronger than appearances, a love that has remained present through silence, a love that may still be growing roots beneath the visible world. There is one more layer here too. Part of why your inner knowing may feel so persistent is that this love has emotional weight. And emotionally weighty love creates a kind of signal. It lingers, it calls, it repeats. It makes the soul pause and say, there's more happening here than what I am being shown. That is not foolishness, that is sensitivity to truth. So if you keep sensing that they care deeply, if you keep feeling that something in them is still turned toward you, if you keep hearing the inner voice say, no, this is bigger than it looks, believe it. Because the cards are not showing a heart that has gone empty. They are showing a heart that may still be full, and fuller than even they have fully admitted yet. And when love reaches that depth, it eventually asks to be seen. Sooner or later, what is this true rises, it speaks, it reaches, it chooses the light now. And now everything gathers here. And the final truth of this reading feels gentle, undeniable, and much deeper than appearances have allowed you to see, because what your spirit has been sensing is not illusion. It is not wishful thinking. It is not your heart trying to create love where there is none. It is recognition. The first card appearing here is the Lovers. This card says the bond is real in their heart, not half real, not occasional real. The Lovers is the card of soul recognition, of feeling another person's importance in a way that changes the inner world. So when they think of you, it may not feel small to them. It may not feel like a passing attraction or a nice thought they can easily shake off. It may feel like meaning, like emotional gravity, like something that keeps returning because it belongs somewhere deep. The next card appearing here is the King of Cups. This confirms what your intuition has been whispering. Their feelings may run deeper than their actions, deeper than their words, deeper than the image they try to keep on the outside. The King of Cups loves with depth, but not always with easy expression. He can carry oceans inside while showing very little on the surface. So if this person has seemed careful, reserved, or difficult to read, that does not mean the love is absent. It may mean the love is mature enough, intense enough, and frightening enough that they have not fully known how to reveal it cleanly. The next card appearing here is the Moon. And yes, this card says there is still hidden emotion here, still unspoken longing, still a private world inside them that may be fuller than anyone would guess. The Moon is the card of what is felt before it is confessed, the card of what lives in the soul before it becomes language. So if you have been sensing a truth that you cannot yet prove with outer evidence, this card says that does not make the truth unreal. It may simply mean the truth is still living beneath the surface, waiting for its proper moment to rise. The next card appearing here is the Six of Cups. This is tenderness memory, the sweetness of emotional imprint. This person may carry little things about you in a way that surprises even them. A moment, a laugh, a look, a softness in your energy that stayed with them long after the interaction ended. The Six of Cups says your presence may have entered the gentlest part of their heart, the part that does not easily release what feels precious. And when someone holds you there, love often grows quietly, but very deeply. The next card appearing here is the Star. This is such a beautiful sign because the Star says your energy may feel healing to them, hopeful to them, clean to them. Not in the sense that you are perfect, in the sense that your presence may make their heart feel more honest, more open, more alive. Sometimes love grows strongest where the soul feels peace. And that may be exactly what happened here. The next card appearing here is the Ace of Cups. Now the reading overflows because the Ace of Cups is living love. The kind that rises, the kind that becomes too full to keep hidden forever. The kind that asks for expression, truth, and emotional courage. So if your intuition has kept nudging you, kept whispering, no, there is more here. This card says, yes, there is. The final card appearing here is the Sunday. This is the clearest blessing possible because the Sunday says the truth is simple, even if the path has been complicated. They love you more than you can imagine. Maybe not in a way they have fully spoken yet. Maybe not in a way they have perfectly acted on yet. Maybe not in the exact timing your heart wishes for. But the feeling itself is real, bright, warm, growing clearer. So the message of this final part is very clear. Your intuition is not lying to you. It is reading something real, something living, something powerful. This person may be carrying a love for you that has already gone far beyond casual feeling, far beyond light attachment, far beyond what the surface has revealed. There is one final layer here too. Part of why this love may feel so overwhelming in the unseen space is that it has reached the level where silence can no longer reduce it. Distance can no longer erase it. Time can no longer make it ordinary. Once a person loves this deeply, the truth starts pressing on everything, on memory, on longing, on choice, on the future itself. That is why your intuition keeps returning to the same answer, because the energy keeps returning to the same truth. You matter to them, deeply, beautifully more than they have yet known how to say. And sooner or later, love this true asks for light. It asks to be named. It asks to be shown. It asks to stop living only in the hidden places and finally step into the open. Softly now, trust what your spirit already knows. Love this deep does not fade easily. And much deeper than appearances have allowed you to see, because what your spirit has been sensing is not illusion. It is not wishful thinking. It is not your heart trying to create love where there is none. It is recognition. The first card appearing here is the Lovers. This card says the bond is real in their heart, not half real, not occasional real. The Lovers is the card of soul recognition, of feeling another person's importance in a way that changes the inner world. So when they think of you, it may not feel small to them. It may not feel like a passing attraction or a nice thought they can easily shake off. It may feel like meaning, like emotional gravity, like something that keeps returning because it belongs somewhere deep. The next card appears